Hello there folks and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro career on Snooker 19. Today it's time for part 28 of season 3 and part 145 of the series as a whole for you guys keeping count. Goodness me, episode 100 feels a long time ago now, but in today's episode we play against the Rockets, a very tough draw in this last 16. Unfortunately, that is what we're going to face on the most part now due to being below 8th in the rankings. It's going to be very tough to get through the last 16 stage. We face Mark Allen, of course, in the Champion of Champions and in the Oppo International Championships. I feel like the China Championship, where we face Ryan Day, Stuart Bingham and Stephen Maguire 3 matches in a row, is a luxury that we won't have for a very long time. But it is time for a Home Nations event, and well, fortunately rather than unfortunately, we haven't been knocked out like we did in the English Open, and that is because we beat Jordan Brown in the first round at the last 128 stage. It wasn't the best match, a highest break of 61, but nonetheless we scraped through. In the last 64, we beat Scott Donaldson by 3 frames nil. It was a nice break of 127, one of our highest breaks for a while. Might well be the high break of the tournament. We might have to see about that, though. And then we beat Zhao Yulong in the last 32, a high break of 104 from ourselves. Zhao Yulong did claw back 1 frame, but luckily we didn't face a decider, and we beat him by 3 frames to 1. So the attention turns now to our record against the Rocket, a player that we've had mixed form against in our career. Never played against him in this tournament, but we've played against him in 2 of the Home Nations events. On both occasions we lost to Ronnie in Season 1 and in Season 2 of the UK Championship and the Scottish Open. We lost to him by 3 frames to 1, but we got our first victory against Ronnie O'Sullivan in the Season 2 Gibraltar Open by 3 frames to 2 in a decider. That match was led to the semi-final against... I'm trying to think out that his name. Might well have been someone like Mark Williams, and then we played Mark Selby in the final, and unfortunately lost by the same total. It was 3 frames to Selby. Then, probably one of the most memorable matches for a while, we played against him in the last 16 of the World Snooker Championship last year, and we lost against him quite comprehensively by 13 frames to 6. But we got Season 3 to a good start off against him while beating him 3 frames to 1 in the Paulton Classic to get some pretty immediate revenge. So it's the second time we're playing Ronnie in the last 16 this year, and as promised with the Home Nations events, we didn't get the chance to in the last Home Nations events, of course, with the English Open, but as promised, we are doing longer matches. So in the last 16, it's a best of 7, so a little bit longer than usual, and if we do have the luxury of getting through to the quarterfinals, it will be a two-part game with the first 4 frames in the first episode, and then the remaining frames in the next. Remaining. God, I've completely mucked this up today, I'll tell you. We started off quite well as well, with the remaining frames in the final episode. But today we're going to do this all in one episode. It shouldn't be too long, unless it goes down to the 7 frame mark, but we should have to do this over 2 episodes. Just this one episode should be absolutely fine. But quite an exciting match. Haven't played Ronnie O'Sullivan for quite a while. It must have been at least episode 3 or 4 that we played Ronnie the season. So it's been quite a while, and I mean the season's progressed by quite a bit since then. It's been sort of 3 or 4 months. But Ronnie has left a little bit of a half chance off the start, so we might as well have a punt at this. But as you could tell from some of the breaks we were knocking in against Scott Donaldson and other players, we were in good form in the qualifiers. Yes, I accept that, of course, beating Scott Donaldson and Ronnie O'Sullivan isn't quite the same sort of game, but we were knocking in some high breaks. We had confidence in our potting, and hopefully we can continue that today. That red won't quite go, so we're going to have to get a little bit imaginative, which is going to be a little bit tricky. Again, we face this problem quite regularly. I suppose we just try and play into the red, see if we have any chance of getting anything. I mean, it will knock the red on, but hopefully off the cushion. I mean, that makes it potable to an extent, but it's not really opened anything up massively. As you can see, it's a tough pot from here, so it's going to be tricky to get this safe now. Can't exactly go for the shot to nothing here. If we played that, it's just going to go straight into the pack. And if we miss it, of course, then Ronnie has a starter.
Neil Robertson, 8.
I don't think he'll play this up the table for the pot. No, I didn't think so. So, just going for the safety. Again, the problem was that he could play it safe there, and he's played a good safety. So we've not really got away with that. Feel like that going for the pot was probably the worst thing to do. got a little bit of help off the bulk cushion. It's going to be tricky to see that everything remains safe off this chance, but we'll just have to hope, but I don't think it has. You might well go for the red here. Yeah. So not a great start, to be honest, at all. Got the one red. Should have really had a look at where the black was going to go after playing that shot, really. But, oh well. We'll learn from that for the second frame if we get another opportunity this frame. And that is a big red to go for at this stage. A little bit cocky from Ronnie there, and, well, it's just not worked out. Very bizarre he's gone for that. I've got a mind to get rid of this red, you know, here. Because the black will still go to that corner pocket, as I understand. It's below the red, so there shouldn't be any problem with it. I just think it's a good opportunity to get rid of that now, to be honest, rather than any later on. It's a fairly straight pot, so should be fairly straightforward, but it's always a risk to the middle pocket, but I'm going to take it on. It was what I fancied from the outset. Played it a little bit harder than I wanted to. In fact, a lot harder. I don't really know what came over me there, but oh well. And I don't think the black actually will go, so we're not off to a good start at all against Ronnie here. We can play the tight nick on the green, I suppose. But I think the main thing to do is probably just to get this cue ball safe, so again, we're a little bit out of sorts, despite some good early rounds. We're getting a few jitters here.
Neil Robertson, 1.
Cue ball right up against the bulk cushion, but again, there's a chance for Ronnie here to make something of this shot. But it'd be interesting. He's hit this ball quite thick, so he's going to be on the black cushion here. He's actually touching balls, so he can't play this red, which is rather annoying. I'm glad that they've now in an update hinted that you definitely can't touch that ball, because before it wasn't clear. Well, I guess we've not really got much opportunity here. We've just got to go for a pot. Going to be tricky to get this safe. Looks okay, and it's there. What a cracker.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
Be even sweeter if the blue goes, and it does. Excellent.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the
to be honest, I thought from that opportunity that we mucked up that Ronnie would make a lot more on both occasions.
Wonderful pot.
But he didn't, so this is the clear chance. Don't need much more of a hint than this to go and get the first frame on the board. It's not the type of frame I'm best at when there's just a few reds available. So I do like to knock them open. That gives us obviously the best opportunity, but I think we've got to learn to play a little bit more and get our position right and just be able to manoeuvre around the reds more confidently, because that's where we're being let down, I think, in many frames. We've got the potting ability. I'll use the Shanghai Masters as an example. We were great in that tournament. Because we had the potting ability, our position was good, and all elements of our game was good, so that's why Judd Trump won so few frames in that match. But in other matches, maybe use the Mark Williams match in a semi-final as an example, but to be fair, we can't beat ourselves up too much over that, because that was such a close game. I mean, we won it, so again, we can't really beat ourselves up at all about it. But in that match, we maybe weren't at our best. Maybe we presented Willow with a few too many opportunities because we weren't in the form that we needed. So it's just a case of getting that confidence that when you get a chance, your opponent doesn't have a chance, that you clean up. Just having a look at this red, it's a little bit awkward, but I think from this angle it should be okay. I've hit the shot okay on the black, so let's see how it lines up.
26.
I don't think, I've got a funny feeling it won't go, but it might do. Yeah, it looks good to me. More importantly, it's going to miss the reds.
That's a good split.
But actually it didn't. It hit the reds slightly, but only slightly. It's given a decent split, but that red is a little bit of a spot of bother because it just allows us the one ball to go for, which is the black. But as long as we play this well,
he's taking it on to the left.
Tight shots. Oh, I think we've actually overdone it. Well, we very rarely do that on a cut shot. We've overdone it just slightly. The black's missed. But actually, no, we haven't got away with it, of course. There's a red to the right, but he's going to the one up the top, up the bulk cushion. That's amazing. I need to stop using the top of the table, because the black cushion is actually the top of the table. I'm going to get technical. And I'll tell you something else. I'm absolutely terrible with my left and rights. I mean, the red pocket he's playing this into, to me, is the left, the bottom left pocket. But it's not, it's the right, which it's just confusing to me. To me, because on the table, it feels like the left-hand side from the bulk cushion. But I guess if you accept that the bulk cushion is the bottom of the table as you look at it, then it does make sense that's the right corner pocket. But anyway, we don't want to look a complete buffoon.
Nicely positioned for the red.
I'm a hive of snooker knowledge, you should know that. Done 100 odd parts now. But still relatively new to the world of snooker, I am. I've only really watched it for the last 2 years. But I'll tell you something, we mucked up on the black and Ronnie's taken this opportunity.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
That's a good pot from there, nice pot. But it's a close one. It'll come down to these last 2 reds. There's only 1 point in it at the moment.
Very well played.
But I don't see much issue with Ronnie taking this first frame. It's been close, but ultimately Ronnie's took the best chance. But it's not over until he gets the points. Could go wrong. It's happened before. Particularly when we're going, well, frame's over, what a waste of time. And then, oh, we have a chance. And then I think we're caught 2 off guard. And we think, well, it's a liberty to be given this chance. And actually we don't take it. What we should do is go, right, this is a great chance. We'll definitely take this. Tell you what, he was a little bit lucky there. Because if the black was the only ball, he's going to struggle on this. I'm amazed he's playing this. I certainly wouldn't. I'd be much more inclined to play the pink. Particularly the frame being so close. But he potted the black. It's back on its spot. He's potted the last red. And this should be pretty much a mere formality now. Yes, it will go down to the colours. He'll pot the black well.
47.
I'm sure he can see the yellow, but it's not the best position for it. So this is missable. But, well, cracking pot. This is
49.
even worse position. I feel like Ronnie's playing with us here. 19 points, though, is the gap. Potted the green. I mean, that's an outstanding pot. Both of those were outstanding from the position he was in. He just needs this brown. And that is the first frame to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
61.
We haven't got too much time to wake up here. We need to be careful. 67 the break so far. And this black, which he has potted, makes it 74. And a good start for Ronnie.
74. And the first frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And that is the frame.
And that all come from that missing black. So,
Well, he's taken the lead here.
just proves that one shot can lose you the frame.
Great opportunity to really turn the screw on his opponent.
Thank you. The second.
It's the best kind of snooker to be up against, I think, because it's when you challenge the most. You know that one mistake will lead to a big problem. Ronnie, a player in game who, for some reason, hasn't connected it. He's not won a tournament since Season 1. I think it's the Welsh Open, the last tournament he won. He won the Season 1 Champion of Champions. Interesting tactic there from Ronnie to just play up to the Reds. That's what we're going to do. But I don't know whether he's got to finals or what. But Ronnie's a player, again, under pressure. I know he's done well against us in the past, but he's not really been able to do much more. He's very close to dropping to 7th in the rankings below Ding Junhui, which, to be honest, for a player like Ronnie, is unheard of. You wouldn't expect him, particularly on this game, where the top players are usually so consistent. Ronnie O'Sullivan hasn't done anything, really. Bear in mind that Ding's won a tournament this year. Everybody else in that top group has won a tournament recently. Okay, John Higgins, maybe not since the Coral Championships last year. That was good shot, by the way, from Ronnie there.
He'll be pleased with that.
Really going to have to hope for some safety here, because we're, well, could have potentially got away with a lucky one there, but where's this red going to end up? Needs it to go over a little bit more, but no, he'll fancy this, I think. This is our big problem, you see. Like with Ronnie, we're... Well, cracking shot. Brilliant. I better talk about the snooker for a minute.
Challenging snooker.
Do a bit of the analytical crap after we've actually got out of this.
He really doesn't want to overhit this.
Nope. Missed the red, and luckily we don't catch anything else, but I feel like he'll go for this red now.
Not the best shot, although it was a very testing position he found himself in.
Well,
Foul and a miss.
it's going to be tricky not to leave the cue ball on anyway, but actually he's not gone for the pot, which surprises me. I mean, I don't know if I'm missing something here, but this red's a brilliant opportunity.
He's tempted by this red.
As I said, I could be missing something, but it seems like an open pocket to me.
That's an absolutely outstanding pot.
1.
I can understand there's not much on from here because of the awkward angle. Because we're right on the cushion, we could have done with being a little bit further away. But this red on this side goes, so if we can get over there. It's just about how we get there without having the backspin, basically. Only so much we can move the cue ball. That's not bad. That's okay.
8.
It is awkward though, this shot. Good pot though. Good shot from there. Crowd clearly didn't think so.
9.
Ronnie Brigade must be in. It's always tricky to tell whether this blue goes. As in with the power we're playing the shot at. The blue's there, but have we got the position? Yes, we have. Excellent.
14.
Oops. Right. Play for the blue again. I think we're just going to have to knock the reds open after this. We haven't really got much choice. As you can already see, we are struggling for point scoring opportunities.
15.
But we're just too straight on the blue. That's the problem. Let's play with some top and right hand side then to get anywhere near them. You don't know how the cue ball will react on the cushion. Well, we've completely misjudged that. But actually, well, it just ran too far to give us a stable pot. So safety it is. Again, we've just not got into our game so far, which is a big worry. That's not a bad shot though.
Neil Robertson, 20.
Gets the cue ball safe, but we're just not confident at the moment. There's just something off. And well,
Foul.
I thought we were off, but goodness me, Ronnie's played a complete howler there. Gone in off. Tried to play the safety. Clearly a much better safety than we thought it was. And we've got a second chance.
Be very happy with the position here.
That's what I mean about being shocked, thinking, oh God, we've actually got a chance here, but
1.
we need to take that chance. But I'll tell you something, I feel like there's not much of a break building chance here. I think there's a real low margin for error. And given the form we're in at the moment, it just seems silly to take that. So hopefully we can get the snooker in behind the yellow, which we have.
Neil Robertson, 1.
Seems sensible. He might well give us a bigger opportunity, which he has. It's not a bad cut shot, to be fair. Get the black right back on its spot again. Yeah, it's a good shot.
1.
Still not the best opportunity, this, admittedly. Need to hope we don't overhit this and get... well, we have overhit it, and this could be a big problem.
Nicely done.
8.
No, ooh. Well, I don't know how you can say that's nicely done, because what's on? There's nothing on here, it's a pot. Unless we really want to get tight with the angles. So again, we're just not doing it at the moment, and that is a potential opportunity. I think we've got lucky there with the fact that
Neil Robertson.
I can't tell. Does one red block the other? Well, he's going for a safety, so he obviously doesn't think there's that much of an opportunity. And we'll soon see now, yeah. They all block each other, that's why he didn't go for the pot there. Steer clear of that end of the table, I'd say. Well, this could be a nice shot. This could be a nice shot. Hello.
That's the result he was after.
Well, I wasn't after that result particularly. We got a bit lucky there, but
Escape here.
yeah, I suppose it was the result I was after. I'll tell you what. This is quite unbelievable, this. But is that a potting opportunity? Yes, it is. Wow. It's been a very bizarre frame so far. I think it's been a weird match altogether so far. Move the black. That could be a potential to pot into the
1.
top. Hang on a minute. Top left. Yeah, gotta be. If I'm getting my cocket. God, that could be really misinterpreted. If I can get my pocket names right.
Long pot, right up his street.
Go on, black. Lovely.
That's a top
Drops in nicely. We need to get our first frame on the board because I feel like we are lacking confidence a little here. Which is an issue. Definitely. I'm intrigued to see if the black goes from this side. Because that's the red's on the spot, so the black won't go back on its spot. But that's a nice spot for the black to be on. Yeah, it'll go. That's absolutely fine. Probably the best place for the black to be at the moment.
9.
It wasn't the best positional shot, I'll admit. Just get our first frame on the board, get a little bit of confidence. Then we can take it to Ronnie. There's nothing he can do at the moment from his chair. So just past the other red into the corner of that pocket, but stay focused, don't worry about the red being there. Oh, well, well, well. Well, well, well.
Neil Robertson. 16.
Don't worry about the red being there. Of course, should have worried. Should have took a bit more time over that shot.
1.
Obviously didn't pass. Could have done maybe if we'd given it a little bit more angle, but I feel like we'd have gone overboard and probably missed it. But yeah, this is very bizarre.
3.
Played very well in the earlier rounds. I mean, sure, we've had a little bit of a break. Maybe a day. Played those all yesterday, but regardless, we shouldn't be playing this badly. We just don't seem to have any rhythm at the moment.
9.
This is a worry because we do stand to lose an amount from this tournament again on the rankings. This in Season 1 was the time when we started to play well. We got to the semi-final of the Northern Ireland Open, won 20,000. We only get 6,000 if we get knocked out by Ronnie at this stage, losing 14,000 in the rankings. And then obviously the next tournament, the Scottish Open, we won in Season 1, winning 70,000. So again, if we only got to the last 16, for example, that time, that could be 64,000. We're talking about maybe 70, 80,000 pounds we lose in the rankings again. And it's a real worry because it's a big time of pressure. The only solace, I suppose, is that
22.
we didn't do much in the second half of Season 1, so we can rebuild there, but he's mucked that one up a little, but a good recovery shot.
26.
Had to use the bulk colours quite a bit because the pink and black are tied up at the moment. And, ooh, nearly potted the cue ball there.
27.
I hope we get another opportunity here, but at the moment, we've got to focus on rebuilding our game, getting a good break in, because until we get that first frame, we're just a bit of a bag of nerves at the moment.
30. 31.
And thank God this is a longer match, because it's a best of 5. I'd be a bit worried by now, but that red
The shot he was
is
able
in
to
no
there.
potting position,
36.
so we will get another chance unless he plays a double here. But where's the cue ball going? It's okay.
Excellent safety shot.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 36.
Oh, let's hope that's safe. I mean, not the best shot to play, and it's not safe. Well, again, don't know what I was thinking there. Should have took far more time over that. Was just hoping for a prayer, really, to get that safe. But again, don't know what possessed me there.
Well, it goes. Half a chance
This
here.
is worrying.
1.
This is going the way that our World Championship match did. We're just
4.
a little bit frozen, I would say, at the moment. And while we're frozen, Ronnie's
Great
just
opportunity.
picking up the pieces.
6.
And what I mean by frozen is we're just not really thinking about our shots, not really getting into the game.
I agree. I thought he was dead and buried in the frame, but he really has shown some fight.
Just pink needed then to take a 2-frame lead. And it's there. One of the easiest pinks you'll ever pot for a frame. And, yeah. Ronnie goes 2 up, so you've got to be very careful.
31. And the
I mean,
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
it's going to be very unlikely that
Frame is his.
there isn't a decider at this point, because I can't see us winning 4 straight frames from here. We could do, but we just got to focus on this frame first off, before anything else. Not the best break off from Ronnie there, but I have to say he's got a little bit lucky. Sure he's left a pot on, but again, position isn't all that great. But I think we're just going to have to hit and hope here.
Power.
Would you believe that? Need the black to come to our rescue.
1.
Can we just see it? Yeah, we can. And we're going to go for a pot on this. Our long pot in pros is usually pretty good, but can you believe when you hit it so much power that the cue ball actually ends right on the cushion? But that looks a good shot, and it's there.
That's an absolutely outstanding pot.
Excellent positional
That
play.
was a really challenging pot, but we're faced with a similar situation again here, really. We're not really on much.
He's looking to pop this into the
After
left
the red, at least, but this is the red you've got a pot, or else you might well leave it on. And well, look at that position.
9.
Just not wide in at all at the moment. Our long pots are just saving us, but there's only so long that they can save us for.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Good shot. But where is that cue ball going to end up?
Fuming about that.
Just one of those matches at the moment where absolutely nothing is going right.
There's a good chance he'll leave an opportunity for his opponent here.
Well, we've left the ball we played on,
Navigated his way out of the snooker, but he hasn't left the cue.
but apart from that, there's not been anything else left on, at least not for the moment.
1.
If he pots the blue, that'll be a different story. But yeah, again, I just can't believe the first 2 reds there. Position was awful. We got out of jail with that black and with the position of the blue, really, but we weren't going to get out of jail with a third poor shot there.
7.
It's just like suicide at the moment. Ronnie's getting every single opportunity because we're gifting it to him.
14.
I mean, he's working for the opportunity. We've not left everything on for him. But equally, he's got the chance to make that opportunity for himself.
15.
When we're playing well, the player doesn't even get an opportunity. They're just sat down all the time, basically. But you know when your luck's going through, when you're not. That was a good split from Ronnie. He's left a straight pot on. I feel like if we play that today, that the balls would just leave absolutely no potting altogether. But we've got to get out of this defeatist attitude. While we're still in this match, while it's still 2-0, it might well be 3-0 now. We're still in it. We're still in with a chance.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
But after a good start to this season, it's all starting to come a little bit undone. And I feel like it might well be because of the ranking position that we now have. We were starting to build ourselves up in tournaments that we hadn't done so much in, but they weren't outbalancing the poor showings that we'd had at tournaments which we'd previously done well in.
33.
But as I say, after this tournament and the Scottish Open, we're not really on to lose much more in this season, so it'd be another rebuild. But
39.
it is annoying that, again, we just can't seem to get our game going. But
46.
for the tournaments we've won, we've only won the shootout and the Scottish Open in our whole career that are ranking tournaments. The players around us, Mark Allen, Mark Williams, John Higgins, Judd Trump and Mark Selby,
Pocket here.
and even Ronnie, to be honest, have won tournaments with more
47.
prize money
Looking
to them.
drop this in gently.
And definitely been more consistent. I mean, look at the English Open. Went out the last 64, don't need to tell you about that. But he's run out of position,
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
so he's played a safety,
52.
and that safety has not worked. So this is a chance. I feel like this could well be an eye-opener.
This is a half chance.
Good shot.
What?
Our potting ability, we never doubt that.
1.
This is a good opportunity, and I think to get back into this match we've got to take us from 3-0 down. Personally, I can't see it. 2-1, and we're right back in this.
8.
You wouldn't expect that sort of poor shot from Ronnie, though. That's a bit of a shock.
At the right pace.
9.
Oh, would you believe that? We've played it possibly as straight as we could. Need a good cannon on these reds.
Plenty of power.
Needs a good cannon there. Needed something to come, but if we're playing at that power, we're going to struggle. But look at that. Didn't realise that would pretty much be left straight to the middle pocket. Just got to hope
Tricky shot here.
that we get away with this. But it's there. Well, we had to make something happen with those balls, and although I didn't realise it, we actually got a straight pot to the middle pocket. So talking about luck and position and how you can end up, that was just a little bit of luck that we might well need.
Pace required for this shot.
But we actually ended up quite straight on balls, which, although it can be a pain in the backside's position for others, it is a good sign that our game actually isn't too bad. But hopefully, we've got a good chance at least here. We should be able to get back into this game now. Ronnie will be gutted. That's the main reason why we want to get back into this, because Ronnie will know full well he will have had a chance to make it 3-0. And to be honest, pretty well kill off any chance of a comeback. But at 2-1, we're right back in it. Good black. Onto the colours now. Not much commentating or crowd noise.
40.
That's a weird one. 2 points ahead though with 27 left on.
Only the colours remaining.
But let's not focus on that. Let's just focus on potting the balls. And if we do, we'll win the frame.
42. 45.
Looking good here. If we get fairly straight on this blue, we can just drag it. I think it's a stun shot. Not exactly sure. Just
So this
what I would
pocket
call
is
drag
done.
it
Snooker's
onto the
required.
cushion for the pink. But nevertheless,
Nicely done.
we've played the blue nicely.
Shuts out his opponent in this frame.
And barring a complete disaster, particularly now the pink has potted, we've brought the deficit back, we've halved it, And it's 2-1. This will be a good break of 67 and hopefully for me, a confidence builder.
Please.
Come on.
Fantastic play.
67.
Should be a good route to the comeback now. If we can make it 2 each, especially in the next frame. Those first two will be
Thank you.
easily forgotten.
Neil Robertson to break.
But if this was a best of 5, it would be very much squeaky bum time. Of course, Ronnie would only require another frame, but that is a good break-off. That's one of our successes, that. A little bit softer, and we'd have got the snooker behind the brown, but good shot nonetheless. And where's the cue ball going here? Well, that's not a bad shot from there. At least the shot's to nothing if we play it at the right pace, which we have. And it's there. Great shot. We knew we'd miss all the balls, so it was worth a go, I think.
1.
Right, we've got to be pretty unlucky not to land on one of these here.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a top shot. Well played.
Really impressive cueing.
6.
He's very close to the black. But it's there. Good shot.
7.
Wasn't the best positionally though. I have to say that. So the cheap blue, which it's been coined as in the Virtual World Championship, is the shot that we're going to take.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on.
But no guarantees that we'll be on position for the red. It's still not the best shot. Still not the best chance of a pot. It's a little bit tight.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
But it's there.
Excellent pot.
Great cueing.
13.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Didn't think we'd get any position on the reds there, but it was worth a go.
That's loose. He wanted more control there.
But I suppose taking the 7 points was worth it. I didn't think we'd get any position, but just hope we'd get a nice cannon perhaps.
This safety would be a test of his skills.
But at least, unless this goes really wrong, which it hasn't, there's no potting opportunity left. And it's nicely up the ball cushion. Sure, we've got no snooker, but that is a decent start to the frame. That's a decent amount of 20 points. We'll take that. And where is this cue ball going? You jammy git. Tell you something, you got away with that one.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
I mean, to be honest, there's not really much of a penalty for potting the cue ball at this point. There's nothing on. So I'll probably play on just to avoid the risk of Ronnie getting a good safety in, but that's a good shot. Would have to hit them a lot thicker to get safe there.
He's played that very well.
But this is the first serious safety battle of the match.
Who will make the first mistake?
So far, it's just been knocking the balls around, really. Particularly when Ronnie's been at the table. But one red has gone loose, and he's not quite got the safety behind the yellow, so that is a chance. And we win that certain battle, so that's good.
Brilliant pot, outstanding.
Great stuff.
Much better than that.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
Let's hope this doesn't go too far off the cushion. Just allows us to pop the red. It's not easy, though. This is awkward.
Tricky pot along the cushion here.
And again, the black's not the best positionally. But I'm going to take the risk. I feel like we've got a good chance here.
For the left corner here. Tighten up his game here.
Ooh. Well, I'll tell you something. We very much got away with that.
Robertson.
That could have produced a much bigger split.
Now, can he drop this?
And he'll get his first pot of the frame, but it's pretty much back to square one in terms of getting a red. So it'll be black and then just a safety from there. Surely he'll play up to them, I would guess. No, she's going to play off from them. Clever shot. Very clever shot.
That's an excellent shot.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8.
Feel like it's going to be more harm than good getting this back up to the bulk. So, with that in mind, just play this to the black cushion. I think he's actually got a way through for the red
Half a
though.
chance here.
Yeah, he has to the middle, but the middle pocket always tricky, but he's there.
Great shot.
But again, just the one red on.
3.
Sure, he can play the black after this red and try and open them up. And we've just got to hope that he doesn't do it too well. But, well, from that position, he certainly won't open any reds up.
7.
It's been a scrappy match, really, in these last few frames. Ronnie not quite in the best of form either. Again, we're going to play a similar shot here. Try and get the cue ball safe this time from the red that's hanging out. But we played that a little bit hard, so that could be a problem. But it's okay. Cue ball safe.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
Another similar shot here. Why not? It doesn't hurt. We feel like we're going to leave something else on. Might be a bit more negative than some other shots,
Great
but
shot.
seems sensible at the moment. Try and rile Ronnie. Push a few more reds wide and see what we can do.
This is building up to be a really interesting.
Ooh, we've underhit that this time. Nah, it's run okay though. Granted, not behind the black this time, but no pot on. And that's what we're trying to aim to do. Get a few more reds split. Oh, well. Our tactic has worked.
This isn't easy.
There's just a gap, as you can see how close we were there to the
Brilliant. What a
green ball.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
1.
Luckily that cheap blue's on. I feel like we can get some nice position from there.
We know what a prolific
And hopefully
long
bring this
potter
back
is,
to
so
2
quite
each
a
from this
huge
opportunity. Which would be excellent.
No surprises there. Long pots are his speciality.
6.
He's playing for the right corner here.
That just dropped in. Goodness.
Excellent cueing.
Wasn't the cleanest connection there.
7.
That could have gone very wrong. I'll tell you what, we're overhitting shots now, which is worrying me a little.
Well played.
Getting away with it at the moment.
14.
Well, it goes.
Only so long we'll get away with it though. Oh man. Man. Everybody knows the middle pockets are unforgiving. And we just got too cocky.
14.
Tricky pot.
Just started whacking the balls around knowing what we were doing, and
An excellent pot.
that's a silly strategy. We know it's happened so many times to us before, but we always are guilty of it. We love to play quickly,
8.
but it's not quite worked on that occasion, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right out of the top drawer.
9.
So close, and we missed it to the middle. And, well,
16.
this will be a body blow if Ronnie takes a 3-1 lead here.
17.
Obvious what the ramifications are from here. Needs a big comeback.
24.
I don't know if he's can see anything here, though. No, he can't, so we'll get another chance at least. But, well, nice shot.
That's what he was after. Nicely played.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 24.
He looks to be playing the swerve shot here.
Oh, what a shot.
There.
That's what we were aiming for. What a shot.
1.
And in case you don't know where the red's gone, it's gone in the middle pocket. As a viewer, I'll be going, hey, where's that red just gone?
Long pot's on.
But we did
and he's
pot
going
it.
for
Sometimes those shots we side work.
What a magnificent pot that is.
And he did on that occasion. Did feel we wouldn't leave much on. It was a risk, sure, but I feel like it's a risk that was worth taking, because hopefully, as long as we don't make a complete fool of ourselves here, we should win this frame. And just to make sure, we're going to play the blue, which doesn't give us the best position on the... actually, you know what? I don't think... I don't think the yellow actually passes the brown. Much rather look at it now than before we get up there. No, it doesn't, so... I'm going to have to actually go out. This is tricky.
Well, no
hopefully it
surprises here
works.
with the long pot attempt.
We've actually overhit that quite substantially. It's annoying.
12.
Okay. Well, just try and get this down the table. That's okay. Leave an awkward shot for O'Sullivan. But he's played it and he's missed it. That's what we were hoping for. And where's the cue ball? You jammy sod. You jammy git. So, shots are nothing for us.
No.
Oh, we've missed that.
Pretty close
And
though, but that won't provide.
this needs to run. I don't know if you can see it through that gap. I hope for our sake he can't.
This pot
But he
is
can.
right corner.
And well. But, has he snookered himself on the green? No, but it's just a safety.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 2.
Oh, he's a jammy git. Problem with this shot is the potential of hitting the brown. We're going to go for it. Missed it. Blue should cover us. No, it doesn't. It runs. Not the easiest shot, though.
This requires good cueing.
But no surprise, Ronnie's done it. And we just take far too many liberties like that. Just because one shot's gone well that we've played siding, we think we're the bloody side master. But it will come down to the black.
This looks relatively easy.
18.
But he ain't going to miss this, is he? Rather frustrating. All come from that overhit yellow, overhit blue onto the yellow.
And the frame.
And, well, we've not been able to stop the rot.
In the bag.
Ronnie gets one back.
Thank you, the 5th frame.
And it's now 3-1. This is really worrying because this is the sort of match that we need to win to stop our season derailing. Which seems to happen, really. About this time every year. Maybe not in Season 1. We played well, but again, it's just not happening for us.
He's playing the pot here.
And he's got a chance at a pot, so this could be curtains for us. A match that, so far, we haven't deserved to win at all.
8.
Played so many poor shots. And as I said prior, this could be last chance saloon.
This should be pretty straightforward.
9.
Nothing we can do now apart from sit in our chair and hope.
13.
Could go on the aggressive here. Play the black smash into the reds. And that's what he's done. And it's a good split. Well, could this be it for us? As I say, we haven't been in it at all, have we?
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
21.
Been on a good run of getting to semi-finals of tournaments, winning the Shanghai Masters, but
28.
again, we're just not building much momentum. Last 16 here, last 16 at the International Championships, last 16 at the Champion of Champions as well. It's turned into a bit of a pattern here, but he's made a mistake, so we'll get at least another chance, and he's not got the snooker.
This won't be easy.
Oh,
Wow.
good shot.
He'll be thrilled with that.
That could have gone very wrong. That could have been end of the match. but it wasn't.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
I overhit that one. We really did. I need that to stop, and it hasn't.
6.
That's annoying.
Neil Robertson, 6.
Just the lay-up shot here was probably the best chance we had, and well, that's been confirmed because Ronnie's left us a chance. Never like these to the middle. Very missable. Could we have hit it too soft? Oh, get away with that.
That's a tremendous pot.
1.
This looks pretty simple.
I think we got away with that, actually.
This is tough.
Good shot. Where's the position, though?
Split.
Green will go, I will guess. We're not playing our best snooker here at all, but we're taking a few liberties and getting away with a few things here. Won't get away with it forever, though, so we need to sort our game out quickly.
10.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Should really played that with bottom, shouldn't we?
And in it goes.
11.
Reds block pretty much anything else that will go, won't they? Yeah. Black it is, and it's pottable. Just got to believe that we can pot these balls.
No real problem here.
Huh, you say there isn't. And to be fair, there wasn't. Good pot.
18.
Just wants to get out of there, really. That's,
19.
it's not a nice place to be knowing you've got to pot the black. It isn't easy on the blue. That's for certain.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
But it's there.
What a top pot that was.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
Say something, in some ways, we're very good at close quarters like there. That was a very good precision shot. Precision, not position. Good precision shot, but under some circumstances when we're under tight control, we're crap.
25.
But this is a good chance now. Got where we want to be with that straight blue. Well, not straight blue, but fairly straight blue. And get nicely positioned for a red, and
30.
at least these three anyway are in our grasp now. Oh, we've overhit that, so where's it going to end up? As long as it comes off the cushion, yeah, it's fine.
31.
Line that up to the middle pocket.
38.
Okay, it's not quite straight, but again, apply for the blacks, that's okay.
He's taking this
Come on, middle pocket, be forgiving. Right in the middle, as my good friend Captain Goodspeed would say on his videos, right in the heart of the pocket. That's a quick catchphrase that some might say he's pinched from somebody else. No names, just the initials JV. Right. To be fair though, everyone's pinched where's the cue ball going, haven't they? So, black after this red, which we've got the red now.
47.
So black and ooh, not thought this one through, have we? Gonna have to be the blue, then screw back side. Struggle to get on, especially if it's on the cushion. Be a struggle to get on the red
Well, no surprises
after
here,
the
long
black.
attempt.
But it was any colour, and then the red And then, barring Snookers, we've got another frame back.
52.
By hook or by crook, we might just have belief that we could do this.
This is the key shot. If this goes in, you fancy him for the frame.
Great shot.
In it goes.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
53.
Good breaker, 53. I'll tell you something, a full clearance would not give us some confidence here.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on.
Oh, wonderful shot.
58.
It is crunch time though now. 3-2 means we've got to win the next frame. Obviously when we went 3-1 down, we knew we'd have to win the next 3 frames. But this is number 1. If we can win the next, then it's anybody's game. Doesn't matter what's happened before it.
63.
Anybody can win it. And as I said, we just need some belief, I think. We just need to know that we can win this match. 3-1, 2 frame deficit, it's, you know, you're not quite sure, but
67.
only 1 frame between us now, and there's no reason why we can't level it in the 6th frame. That wasn't the best positional shot, by the way.
The left corner pocket.
But we recover.
What a top shot that is.
72.
Frame well and truly over now, just going for a nice break.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Oh, we've missed that one. Did think it was a little bit off, a little bit tricky to see from there, but it doesn't matter at all. We bring it 1 back, and this is getting tasty now. It's 3-2. This could go either way, really could. We're not out of this yet. We've not played our best. Now is maybe the time to play our best, but sometimes it's a little bit like the football analogy. The best teams, or in snooker, the best players, are the ones that win that don't always play their best. That's why Jose Mourinho's teams always used to win the titles and always used to win games, because they wouldn't play their best, but they'd sneak it out for 1-0. They'd get the 1 goal, especially with Chelsea in the later days. He'd get the goal, sit behind the ball. Of course, in snooker, you can't do that. You've always got to be aware. You can't just get 1 frame and then, oh, right, that's it. But where's this cue ball? Oh, well.
The cue ball drops, and that's a foul.
That's a mistake of all proportions.
Foul.
That's an own goal from Mourinho there.
Well, he's taking it on.
Oh, dear. Could all of our hard work be undone?
Well played.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
In 1 shot, that could have been over now. Gotta hope not. There's not been many full clearances in a frame. Usually get 1 chance, but again, this is a worry because the balls are spaced out a little.
That's a top shot.
There's certainly room for manoeuvre
Just look at that for a position.
and a good opportunity.
Superb.
We'll have to see though.
14. 14.
But going in off there, I mean, we had an opportunity to open up the Reds.
19.
Would have been a great one, but I should have known from there really that playing it at that pace perhaps wouldn't have worked.
He's looking at the pot into the left centre.
20.
Racking up the points quickly though, and that's when it gets worrying. Saying that, that's not
He's going
the
for
best.
the left centre here.
Has he potted it?
26.
Yeah.
That's a great pot.
Tell you what, he's getting away with a few bits and pieces here. He'd nearly ran out of position when he went for that pot on the left centre. I did think from his position he was just playing a safety, but luckily for him he could see it.
30.
But these 6 reds that are congregated by the black cushion, they could start to be a bit of a problem. Make that 5 once he pots this one. That's our saving grace here. We might have another chance. Oof, that's close. Yep, thought he got to play the pink there to get some position. He's negotiating these reds carefully and nicely. If I was him though, I'd call it a day now. I'd pot the green and call it a day.
46.
Because his position's not great here, but he'll get to one of these 2 loose reds. Yep. And he split the other one nicely. This is getting a little bit worrying now because he's not far from getting over the line. Well, there haven't been many clearances in this match. I think Ronnie might just get one of those.
59.
Although the commentators haven't said it yet,
60.
it is pretty much over. There's only 51 left on the table.
What an excellent pot.
And after that yellow, he's 66 ahead.
62. 63.
Well, what can you say? Has he missed the pink from there? He has. We might as well go at this for a little while. It's a big margin to overcome at this point. But who knows, we might as well fight for it. That enough. He looks like what's going to cost us here though. It's a good shot. Oh well, we've missed the red. That's going to cost us another 4 points.
That might be a very expensive foul.
Agreed.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Might as well keep playing here though, because you never know what will happen. Might as well just pop this red.
Tricky.
Excellent pot.
Make sure we get the black here.
1.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
8.
There's a possible chance to snooker this now behind the black. Not quite, but where's that cue ball going to finish up? Hello, hello, hello.
He's got it. Excellent shot.
Neil Robertson. 8.
Well, it's a big one, and he's missed it on that occasion. So that's 4 points. We'll put him back, please. And the exciting thing about this is when the AI
Really the result he was
miss a snooker, when they get it wrong, they tend to get it wrong quite a few times. But annoyingly, we can't
Ball's in his court, so to
force
speak.
him to retake that.
What he decides to do here.
But I mean, that's 4 points. That's closer than we were before.
Safety here.
We might as well keep going for this. I don't think he's snookered this time. Alright, is he? Nope, not quite. This is awkward.
Pace is very important here, and he doesn't want to hit.
Well, we've hit the blue. That's it, I think, now. Pop the red, and we've maybe got a chance.
But hasn't really worked out at all.
And to be honest,
Foul.
it would be silly not to concede at that point. So,
Frame conceded.
another frustrating tournament.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Again, we got through the early rounds nicely, but it's just not been good enough. It's been a longer match, though. I hope you guys did enjoy. I mean, only a highest break of 74, so not the best standard of snooker, it has to be said. But we go out of the Northern Ireland Open to Ronnie, and again, we really started this season well. Sort of China Championship time, we were at semi-final, and I thought, no, we're doing really well. And Ronnie O'Sullivan's won the tournament. Well, I'll tell you something, I am glad about that. That's really nice to see, because Ronnie hasn't won a tournament since Season 1. We get the High Break Award, as we thought we might well do. That's great. I'm really happy that Ronnie's won the Northern Ireland Open, especially because it takes money off Mark Selby. But we'll have to see how the rankings change from there. That is absolutely fantastic to see. I'm chuffed about that. Really am. Great. Good for Ronnie. It's the UK's up next. And we're going to put it back to medium length matches because I don't want to play the long matches particularly until we get back to round 4 again. Let's have a quick look at the rankings. We are... well, that's interesting. Ronnie... Well, no change, basically, is the order here. I feel like John Higgins has lost a bit, though. Might be because Ronnie's gained, I'm not sure. But we've lost a lot of ground. I mean, look how far we are behind Luca Brissell now. Goodness me. Well, we need to pluck up our ideas. I mean, a good second half of the season, for example, if we won the World Championship, no problem, we're back in it, but... relying on those big wins, a big worry. But we'll be back anyway in the next video. I just can't believe that we're not too far away from the Dafabet Masters now. These last few tournaments, the last 5 tournaments have gone really quickly. I mean, I suppose the last 4 really. English Open went out so early. International Championship, Champion of Champions to Northern Ireland Open. This middle part of the season is really starting to unravel, and the Betway UKs need to be somewhere where we start to regain a little bit of form. But it's Reece Clark, first time I've ever played him, in the first round, best of 5, and we'll be back again at the last 16 stage to see if we can win in the long matches. But again, not our day today, that's a shame. But Ronnie wins the tournament, nice to see a bit of variation, so a new winner in this season. But thank you very much for watching, folks. I've been CIJ Gaming. Subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on a Sunday. But until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.